Okay, let's look at the third scenario where we have a binomial that can be factored. Okay, so we call this a binomial because we have two terms. Okay, now this binomial is a very specific case that we call the difference, right? Difference subtraction, the difference of cubes. Okay, now why is it the difference of cubes? Because each one of these numbers can be written as something times something times something. So 1 is really 1 times 1 times 1. X cubed is really x times x times x. Okay? Now, when it comes to factoring the difference of cubes or the sum of cubes, this is a curveball that we'll take a look at in a future video. The format for factoring this is the same every single time. When this is a minus sign, okay, you've got something being cubed minus something else being cubed. You can write this factored form of this difference of cubes, okay? So the way that that would look in this case, if we said, this is the a cubed part, and this is the b cubed part. Now, here's the way I like to write this. If this is a cubed and we want to follow this entire expression, then each one of these x's is like an a times a times a. Okay, if we're going to follow the way that this format sets up. So this entire expression, we're going to have a binomial, and then we're going to have a trinomial. The binomial has a's in three places, here, here, and here, right? So those are our three a's that we wrote like this, right? Well, because this is x cubed, I'm not going to write a's there. I'm going to write x's there. I'm going to write an x. I'm going to write an x, and it's going to be squared. And then here I've got a plus and an x. So everywhere there was an a in this format, I'm putting an x according to what's being squared here. Okay. And the 1 in this place is taking the place of the b's. These are each a b, 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 and b, right? So this is the b cubed part. So this is b times b times b. So everywhere we see a b in this factored form, we're going to write a 1. Minus 1. Here we're going to have a 1 that we put in for that b, and then we're going to have a 1 here that we put in, and that's being squared. Now we'll have to clean this up just a little bit. X minus 1 is x minus 1. X squared, of course, is x squared. I'm going to rewrite this. This is x times 1. X times 1 is just x, okay? And here, 1 squared is just 1. So the factored form of x cubed minus 1 looks like this, okay? If I follow this format every single time. We'll look at another example here in a future video. Just understand that when you see a binomial that is a difference, and each of the two terms can be written as something times itself 3 times, whatever those things are that we're multiplying by themselves go in the places of a, and they go in the place of b according to this format.